Harvey and Ellen sort of became the centerpiece for life in Long Beach because of their concerns, their involvement in the community, because of Harvey's knowledge of the community, having held so many different titles. And I think that they're really the most unique couple in Long Island politics that I've ever met. I have to call Harvey the Renaissance man because I know him as a school teacher, I know him as a policeman, I know him as a lifeguard, I know him as a member of the Long Beach City Council, and then Harvey succeeded me in the State Assembly. I've known Ellen all of those years. She traveled to Albany every week with him. Ellen took the role of being the spouse and advisor very seriously, and together they're a very dynamic duo.
I think that my father perceived politics as an extension of his coaching and teaching careers. He always helped people. He says, you know, son, this job is all about the thank yous.
Anytime Long Beach needed help from Albany, we asked Harvey. You don't stay in office that long without producing. And Harvey produced. And if you don't believe it, just ask him. He's not bashful. He will tell you all the good things he ever did.
He has represented this district with distinction, with forcefulness. He has been like a bulldog. He's mobilized members of both parties, and because of that, services have not only continued to exist, but have expanded. I'm incredibly grateful for their support over the years. Both he and Ellen are just genuinely loving and caring people who go 110%.
When I first met Harvey and Ellen, I felt his passion, the way that he was speaking about children with special needs. The families just feel so connected to Harvey and Ellen, and they feel like they can count on them. I don't think there are many people out there who are really screaming and fighting for those who don't have voices. And Ellen and Harvey are there. They are man and woman of their words.
After talking to Harvey about our families, we quickly realized that we have something in common, something that really bound us together, and that is that we both have family members with very severe developmental disabilities. Harvey turned that around, and that became motivation for his life's work, for helping those people. He says that God's been very good to him in giving him a child like Ricky to care for and to love. Well, if that's the case, and I'm sure it is, God's been very, very good to all the people out there with developmental disabilities and their families in New York by giving them Harvey.
The crowning moment was when the administration had cut $90 million out of the state budget for children and adults in need.
And Harvey was advocating to put that money back.
The money is there. We put it in the Assembly budget. The Senate put it in their budget. Bipartisan. What happened to that money? It was there. Now it isn't there.
It was an amazing speech that he gave, and he forces people to see your values are backwards. These people need our help. If government is there for one thing, it's there to help the people who can't help themselves.
Well, let our voice now unite together, and the only way we're going to have success is to educate and make the governor aware.
Harvey does a brilliant job making that case.
Make everybody who's involved sensitive to understand the quality of life, the dignity and the respect, and the relief to families. And we have hundreds of thousands of people that are being impacted by these cuts. Their voices have to be heard. By the way, that's an expression that was given to me many years ago. You're the voice of those who have no voice. Well, that's an obligation and responsibility, but now it's ours. You said it, you feel it, God bless you, and I thank you. We're one family here. Together, we will have success, and I thank you.
And he gets a standing ovation. And it's just an amazing thing to see, because you have Democrat, Republican, putting everything aside and being moved by this speech. And Harvey sits down and he's in tears.
When he went and spoke with the governor's people and they said, you know, trust us, we'll do this a year later, Harvey said, no way. And he forced the governor of New York State, and I don't remember anybody doing this at all, he forced the governor of this state to reinstate the $90 million then and there.
By God, they gave the money back. Isn't that something? Well, Harvey is something.
I guess if I was to leave a message behind in a bottle, the message I would be to the two of them, number one, bask in the glory of everything you've done over the years. Enjoy the many things that you've accomplished, and really use the future to have a little bit more of a personal life together.
I wish you all the luck. You did a fantastic job for our community, and I'll see you on the boardwalk.
That's a picture of my dad, myself, and my little brother. I just wanted to let my dad know that this is the way, Dad, I perceived you as a little boy. This is the way that I still, to this day, look up to you and see you. If you ask yourself, was I a good parent? Were we good parents? Did I do a good job? The answer is yes. We had a great upbringing. You've made us great individuals. You made us great parents ourselves. And I love you both.
The thing that I would like to say to Harvey, not just to Harvey, but to Ellen and to Ricky, thank you. Thank you for allowing me to participate in the wonderful work you do and in the love that you have for your family.
Thank you for being a dedicated public servant and the supporter of a dedicated public servant, not a supporter, a partner. The two of you together have made a tremendous impact on our community and on the state of New York. And so for that, I would say thank you.
Harvey and Ellen, I think I'm going to cry. I just want to thank you. I want to thank you for always being there for the students in my class, for my program, for our schools, for all the schools in the surrounding areas, for the state, for every child who has a disability. And thank you so much for being a part of our lives. Mark Twain said that kindness is a language that the deaf can hear and the blind can see, and that's what you guys are all about. You're all about kindness.